Students, we all love to draw, color, paint, or to do some artistic work. Right from the ancient time, Indian people have passed down the art styles from one generation to another. Today in this lesson, we are going to learn about the traditional art form Rangoli. There are different art forms in India, such as Warli art, Mughal painting, etc. These arts have also been classified as painting, architecture, music, etc. Among all these, Rangoli is one of the most beautiful and attractive form of art. It is said that India is a treasure trove of art forms. The word Rangoli or Rangavali consists of two words, Rang meaning color and Avali meaning a row or a vine. So we can say that it is an art form in which designs or patterns are created on the walls or on the floors of the house. Rangoli is also drawn in the courtyard or in front of the doorstep of most Indian houses. In the olden days, when there were no tiles, women used to clean the ground or courtyard and draw Rangoli every day. Designs and patterns. Rangoli designs can be simple or based on nature, such as shapes like mango, creepers, lotus, and other flowers. Rangoli designs and motifs are also made using the shapes of animals like swans, peacocks, fish, or other animals. Motifs means repeated decorative design to form a pattern. Some Rangoli patterns also include geometrical shapes like square, rectangle, circle, etc. Rangolis which look like geometrical mandalas are really beautiful. Mandalas is a Sanskrit word which means sacred circle. Mandala is a spiritual and ritual symbol in Hinduism, representing the universe. So, the circular designs are drawn. How it is made? The skill of drawing is not easy. It needs a lot of practice. The Rangoli lines are made using coarse grained powder. Coarse means rough to touch. It is used by using coarse powder because it provides a good grip while drawing. Some of the examples are sand, marble dust, sawdust, or with the rice grain powder. After the Rangoli outline is done, the frame is filled with the bright colored powders so that the design is clear or distinct. A pattern of rows and columns of dots is used to give a proper border and shape to the design, so that the background, which is made out of geru or white rice grain powder, looks outstanding. Geru is an earthy red color used for painting. It is also known as red ochre. Rangoli and Diwali. Rangoli is usually made during Diwali, Onam, Pongal and other Indian festivals, as also during marriage celebrations and for other gatherings. The Rangoli represents the happiness, positivity, and liveliness of one's household. It signifies that the people coming to the house are welcome inside. It is also drawn to welcome goddess of wealth and good luck, Lakshmi. The Rangoli has different names based on the states and culture. It holds a significant role in the everyday life of an Indian. In Uttar Pradesh, Rangoli is known as Chauk Purana. In Rajasthan, it is known as Madana. In Andhra Pradesh, it is known as Muggu. And in Gujarat, Karnataka and Maharashtra, it is known as Rangoli. We saw that in some places, dry powder is used to make rangolis. But in northern parts of India, that is in Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, etc., it is the custom to use wet colors to draw a rangoli design. In Bengal, rangoli is known as alpanna. In Bihar and Uttarachal, it is known as aipanna. In the southern parts of India, in the states of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, it is known as kolam. Kolam designs are made with rice powder, chalk powder or rock powder. Kolam means beauty. Kolam is done only with dots. The dots are joined together with lines or loops. Rangoli in the modern days. It was traditionally done by girls or women. But nowadays, both men and women have learnt and practiced this art. Over the time, imagination and innovative ideas in Rangoli have also been changed. At the time of public celebration, carpets of Rangoli are spread over large areas. People use leaves and petals of flowers or flowers to make rangolis which are graceful and sweet scented. The author ends the lesson by asking us whether we would like to try this beautiful art form. According to me, we should try it and keep it alive and pass it on to the future generation. It is our duty to preserve and protect our art and culture. Thank you for watching the video.